everyone, what's up? Kat here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card is what's the word around town about you. Pile number 1 is confidence with the flip phone and the letter tile B. Pile number 2 is reflection with the heart and the letter tile N. Pile number 3 is anxiety with the sunglasses and the letter O. And pile number 3 is death with the letter and the letter tile T. So go ahead and choose which pile you guys feel the most drawn to, and I will see you guys in your reading. Hey pile number 1, what's up? Welcome to your reading. If you chose the confidence card with the pink flip phone and the letter tile B, let's see here. The talk around town about you, pile number 1, is during this time you are very expressive and speaking your truth. I also heard that you guys are showing up and showing out. So the word around town about you is regarding your physical expression, the way you are styling yourself, putting yourself together. People really are enjoying that and they think you look very chic. I just heard that's the word around town about you guys. You could be important in your community. If you're not, I'm just getting this energy with the letter tile B that you guys are busy. So that's the word around town about you guys, is that you have a lot going on. Maybe you aren't picking up some people's calls and you're saying, oh, it's because I'm busy. Or if you're not expressing that to people, this is just the word around town about you, is that you are, I just heard, a boss babe, okay? Also, you could be any gender. Just take what resonates. But yeah, people are saying, I'm even hearing bossy, okay? So again, this is just the word around town about you guys. It doesn't have to be true. But yeah, you could be a business woman, a businessman. You could own your own enterprise. So you are busy, you're constantly taking calls, or you're doing something on your phone, you're responding to people. So the word around town about you right now is that you are busy. Okay, people can't get a hold of you, but you have it going on. Okay. The word around town about you is that you guys are very bold during this time. So maybe you guys are being bold in the way you are speaking to others, especially if you are someone who is business oriented. You could be, I heard, making deals, okay? So the word around town about you is that you guys are sealing the deals. So you've really got it going on, pal number 1, okay? Or at least that is what the word around town is about you guys. So I just heard the name Bethany or Beth. So that could be you or serve as a confirmation, but let's see here. Let's go get some more cards. We'll start with this tarot deck. Okay, let's see here. What is the word around town about my pile number 1s? What is the word around town about my pile number 1s? Okay, the 2 of coins. Yes, so the word around town about you guys is that you are juggling different things right now. So maybe you are someone who does multiple things. These could be side hustles, different ways you make income. So pile number 1, you're probably someone who doesn't just have one job. Okay, you might do multiple things, and that's the talk around town about you, is that you guys are bossing up in an area of your life. So this could be your career or how you make your money. There's a big focus here. The talk around town about you has to do with your stability and how that stability has provided you with this new sense of confidence. Okay, so the word around town about you is that maybe I'm hearing you got yourself up, you got your money up or something, and that's why people are looking at you now. They're saying, "Oh, pile number 1 is carrying themselves with such confidence ever since they leveled up in an area of their life, or they started to their business started to make money, or their side hustle started taking off." Okay, so there's a big focus here around your guys' stability and how that has brought you guys material success, and it shows. Okay, so maybe you guys have new clothes. Okay, I just heard summer clothes or shoes, accessories, something here about your material world people are discussing. Yeah, we have the 3 of Cups. So the word around town about you, this is an interesting message. There could be a group of people here talking about how they want to get together with you and go out with you because they feel as though you might carry the bill, I just heard, okay, or you might carry them through. So you can have people right now. The word around town about you is that there's others here who see individuals desperate, wanting to reach out to you so they can get a piece of the pie. Okay, so you can take care of them in some way. Again, like or like footing the bill. I don't even know if carrying the bill is a thing. I'm not sure, but I just heard footing the bill. Okay, something here about hands and feet. The talk around town about you is maybe you got your nails or your toes done and people really like that, or it's warmer out, so people are in flip flops. So the word around town about you is that you guys have nice nails or toenails. But yeah, back to this Three of Cups. There's people here almost like plotting and scheming. I can't make this up with the Nine of Swords. That's the talk around town about you. I feel like there's a group of individuals, and within that group, there's a few people, or maybe just one of them. I'm not sure. Take what resonates. You'll know if this is your story. And it's almost like they are desperately trying to reach out to you and see any crumbs they can get, okay, before you take off, because now I'm seeing a rocket ship. So the word around town about you is maybe something's really taken off for you guys, and there's a group of people here witnessing a smaller group of people in desperation trying to come after you, pal number one, to make sure that they get, again, like this piece of the pie. So they get, I just heard, a fair share. So these could be entitled people talking about you guys, thinking that maybe now you owe them something because a project you have done has taken off, or you are making more income now. So you could have people here who, the word around town about you guys is that there are certain people who feel like obligated to your success. People feel obligated to the abundance you guys have created, okay? Or the talk around town about you guys is also that you're just getting it together, okay? Or maybe you aren't taking as many people's calls. That's the word around town about you, because you have this sense of confidence and you are placing boundaries with people, saying, I'm busy, I can't talk to you right now. But very interesting. There could be a lot of eyes on you though right now, pile number one, because I am picking up on a lot of energy and different stories. But yeah, with the Three of Cups here, there is definitely people here. I'm getting, I just heard chitter chatter, okay? Like people chatting it up, trying to figure out how they can go out with you, how they can have plans. I even heard go on a date. Okay, there's people here who see what you have, and these individuals, unfortunately, I feel like they feel as though there's something to gain from you. So that could be the talk around town about you guys, is that you really have it going on and people kind of want to take advantage of that. Okay, let's see what else. What else is the word around town about pile number one? Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Yes, it's something about your stability here. And we also have the moon. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The word around town about you is that people feel like, even if this isn't true, individuals around town can feel like you live a lavish lifestyle, or during this time you can afford, I just heard, luxury things. So whatever that means to you. And people feel like you're not, this is so crazy. The word around town is people feel like you're not sharing with them with this moon card. But that's crazy because, again, you guys aren't obligated to share your success or your abundance with anyone, especially if these people did not help you achieve that, which most likely, I'm getting this energy, these people have not. Okay, so you could have had the confidence to cut certain people off who you felt as though were just using you. Pile number one, that's the word around town about you guys. Yeah, there could have been people here with this Three of Cups. I'm getting leeches in your energy who really only wanted to be around you because of what you could provide for them, but what you could provide for them materially, not emotionally. And with the moon card, I feel like you kind of disappeared on these people. That's the word around town about you guys, is that you went, you disappeared, you got your money up, and you cut these people off. And now you are just this boss person. Okay, you're just a boss in general. I'm hearing that's a word around town about you guys. You're too busy for these people. And yeah, individuals aren't really sure where they stand with you. Pile number one, that's a word around town about you guys. People aren't really sure how to reach out to you, how to get a hold of you. they're not exactly sure. Okay, so that's a word around town about you guys, but you're successful in some capacity because that is a huge theme of these individuals' conversations about you guys. Someone could be an Aquarius, but let's see here. Let's get another deck. Okay, let's see. What else is the word around town about pile number one? What else is the word around town about pile number one? Okay, so we have main female. Yes, the word around town about you guys is that you don't need anyone. Okay, you are stable on your own, and it's quite possible here you are someone who manages a lot. So even if you don't resonate with owning your own business, this is something you're working towards, and people are seeing it come into fruition. But with main female here, the word around town about you guys is, again, you have it going on. Okay, I also just heard you're the real deal and you know your stuff. So whatever it is that you specialize in, that is being highlighted here. And people are talking about how gifted and skilled you are in this area where you are making money from it. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, we have community. So main female and community, it's almost this energy here where there could be individuals, again, who feel as though they deserve to be poured back into. Okay, so I don't know if these are parents, or I just heard greedy family members or relatives, or just a community, right? But there's people here who I'm getting, they didn't really do much for you to help you succeed and reach this place where you're at right now in this confidence energy. But they feel as though they are owed something and that you should pour back into the community, being them. So, again, I'm not sure what system this is or what dynamic this fits into, but there's a group of individuals here who think that now that you have it going on, that you should not forget about them and that you should come back and take care of them. Okay, so someone here could be 39 years old. Someone here could definitely be an Aquarius or born in February. So at the bottom of the deck, we also have mature women. So I'm getting this other message too, honestly, from the progression from main female to mature woman. The word around town about you guys is that something you have created has blossomed before their eyes, or you have blossomed before their eyes. So I'm getting that you really grew up. So that's a word around town about you guys. Um, yeah, I know there was just recently a holiday where you're seeing different family members. So I just heard that the word around town about you guys is that you grew up in a blink of an eye, or something you created just happened in a blink of an eye. Time flies, I'm hearing. Okay, that's a word around town about you guys. So maybe these are people you don't see that often, but they are aware of what you're doing and they wish that you would come back to the community. Okay, whatever community that may be. But let's see here, I want to get a song. Okay, can I get a song for pile number one for what the word around town is about them? Get a song for pile number one for what the word around town is about them. Okay, we have wait for you. Yeah, these individuals in this community are waiting for your arrival. They're waiting for your return. So you could have moved away from the area that this community originally exists in, or where it first started. I just heard where it's rooted. Okay, because I'm seeing an airplane. You guys could have made the decision to move out of your hometown or where you were born, and the word around town about you could actually be from a town you guys aren't in. Okay, so that's a specific message for some of you guys. Yeah, you guys could have moved and started something elsewhere, or you planted seeds somewhere else and you grew something, and I'm getting you grew something major. There could be people who still live in the place where you guys would see each other or you knew each other regularly, and now these individuals are waiting again on your arrival for your return. It's like they want to see what you have going on. They want to be a part of it. They're curious here. So you could have been someone who did something very different from what the individuals in your hometown were doing. And the word around town about you is that you have people curious about your next move, what you're doing. Also, there could be individuals here who want to see you. Like, you could definitely be traveling, okay, or you're meeting up with people. I just heard reunion. So there could be some sort of getting together, or if there's not, the word around town about you, people want to see you, okay? People want to get together in a gathering where they are willing to like make arrangements, and I just heard like cancel appointments and move things around in order to see you, okay? So you have some sort of status in a community. Even if you guys don't feel that way, this could even be a community you guys left behind years ago, okay? But people here are curious about you, yeah, because we have Rebel Yell at the bottom of the deck. You guys did something out of the ordinary that the people you grew up around were not used to, or you did something in your hometown maybe that's never been done before, okay? So definitely this is giving me the energy that you guys are like the black sheep, and you left an area or a system and you kind of just went off and did your own thing. So the word around town about you guys is that people still don't really know what you're doing, honestly, with this moon card. People know that you are stable and that I just heard you are living on the lighter side of life, but they're not exactly sure, um, one, how to reach you, and two, they're not sure what you're doing. Okay. But honestly, this is pretty, I just heard neutral, because in the beginning, the word around town about you is that there's certain people here who want a piece of the pie. They want to reap the rewards of your success, even though they didn't contribute to it. But there's also people here who admire your courage for going against the grain, I heard. So yeah, it's neutral here, but there's definitely a group of people who they see you for who you are, though. Let me say that. Okay. So these aren't people here. I just heard they can't say anything about you. Okay. I just heard tell me something I don't know, which I believe that's a song too. But that's your guys' energy. You're like, oh, tell me something I don't know. And it's not that you're being cocky or arrogant. I think you guys just really know who you are, and you're very grounded within yourself, which gives you this confidence and this like boss babe energy. Okay, again, you have it going on. That is definitely the word around town about you guys, and people are curious about you. But let's see here. I am going to pull a few zodiac signs and then we will close this reading off. Let's see here. Can we get some signs for pile number one? Okay, so we have Gemini. So you could be a Gemini or have any Gemini placements in your chart. Okay, we also have Virgo. So that makes sense with you guys being this busy bee, or you're just a boss and you have a lot going on with your business. Let's get one more. Okay, and we also have Cancer, which makes sense because we did have the moon come out. But okay, pile number one, that is what I have for you guys. I hope that resonated and you guys enjoyed that. I will see you guys in my next post. Hey, pal number two, what's up? Welcome to your reading. If you chose the reflection card with the heart and then the letter tile N, the word around town about you guys is that you have definitely taken a step back. The word around town about you guys is that you are practicing solitude right now. You might be in isolation. There's a certain situation that recently happened in your life where you are guarding your heart, is the word around town about you guys. Also, I heard you guys aren't taking any BS, okay? Because with the letter N, I just heard no BS, no bull. Okay, so someone could be an Aries. The word around town about you guys is that you have taken the time to introspect or reflect on a situation. The word around town about you guys is, damn, you could have people even talking amongst themselves here about you and how they wish they would have showed up differently in your connection. So these could be family members, friends, colleagues, coworkers, romantic partners, but there are definitely individuals here reflecting on their experiences with you and understanding why you took a step back from them. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is I just heard you're nowhere to be found. So you could really be taking this solitude seriously. But good for you guys. Um, and I'm getting to pile number two, you might be feeling kind of tired right now. And that is because there are a lot of people pulling on your energy. I just got an image of like tugging hair. So there's something about your hair people are talking about. Maybe you guys just dyed it, you got it cut, you have an interesting style going on, or maybe you always wear your hair down and you put it in a ponytail. Okay, I just heard grasping at straws. The word around town about you guys is people are kind of just talking about the past and what they once knew because they can't really see you now, especially if you're in isolation, or maybe you pop out every once in a while. I just heard when it's needed. And that's why people will grasp on straws and be like, oh, pile number two's hair was down and now it's up. So I just heard simple things like that could be the talk of the town because you're not really giving these people anything. So maybe that's why it has even caused them to introspect and reflect upon their connection with you, and maybe the reason why you guys don't talk anymore. Okay, because I definitely just heard you guys are absent. So that is a word around town about you guys, is that during this time you are chilling. Okay, you're taking a step back. I just heard Ice Queen, Ice King, okay, which is funny because today I'm using the Adventure Time Tarot deck. But yeah, people can feel like you ice them out. That's a word around town about you guys. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and start with the tarot. What is the word around town about my pile number twos, please? Okay, we have the Chariot. That you guys have moved on. The word around town about you guys is you are no longer interested in the people, places, or things you once were, because you guys have taken a step back yourself as well. And I just heard something about debate. You debated on whether this person, place, or thing was good for you. Okay, you went through some sort of cleansing or spiritual awakening. And the word around town about you guys is that you're not looking back. Okay, so you could have spoke your piece or set a boundary with someone, left someone's life, went no contact with them, and what they are saying is you're not budging, you're not changing your mind. Okay, so someone could be a Taurus, but I feel like the word around town about you guys is people know you're not coming back. So you guys could have actually physically moved environments or locations or neighborhoods. It could be something like that. But people, the word around town about you is that you're just not coming back. Pile number two, but I just heard it's all love. Yeah, so I don't feel like you guys have any ill will or ill feelings towards these individuals. I just feel as though you might be, these people must have done something that caused you to put your guard up, pile number two. That's what the word around town is about you, because there's something here where a lot of individuals are talking about how you're a great person to build with. People think you're very loyal and you provide some sort of stability when it comes to holding up your connections with them. Okay, so I just heard people can feel like you're the glue. That's what people can be reflecting on here. Maybe how different things are because you're no longer there. And when you were once there, it used to be so normal. But we also have the Seven of Pentacles. The word around town about you guys is you could be stubborn. Okay, that's what I heard. Because with the Chariot and the Seven of Coins, I feel like you guys have made the decision again to move on from a person, place, or thing, and you're very serious about it. And that's why I was picking up that you guys aren't budging. So the word around town about you guys is that I just heard you made your bed, now you have to lay in it, because this figure is holding a shovel. Okay, so I'm also picking up on the song. It's called Pins and Needles, but she's talking about how this person dug their own grave and no one's grieving. Okay. So the word around town about you is that there could be someone right now in this grief energy about you because you are not going back to them, or you are no longer engaging with them. You could have went no contact with an individual. So the word around town about you guys is that someone here is really in their feelings about you, and they are reflecting a lot about their connection with you and how it no longer exists. Yeah, because with the Fool, the word around town about you guys is that you have taken a leap of faith to trust yourself and to discover distant horizons and move towards the people, places, and things that is unknown, but it is calling you. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is that you are following your purpose and you are achieving your heart's desires with this Chariot card. Also, the word around town about you guys is that you could be really good with saving money, and maybe you're going on a vacation. So that's a word around town about you guys. I just heard you're really savvy when it comes to your finances, and that gives you the ability to travel or go on vacation. Yeah, someone here could definitely be going on vacation with the Chariot. That's the word around town about you guys. The word around town about you guys is that someone here is reflecting about their connection with you and they regret not putting in the work. Yeah, the word around town about you guys is someone is, I just heard, kicking themselves, okay, because they don't feel as though they made the proper investment. They feel as though they really screwed up when it came to your connection, and they weren't during the time. This person who's talking about you is saying that during the time you were in their life, they chose to not invest in their future or invest in themselves. And maybe you were, that's what you were doing. So you guys were at a disconnect. And they're saying that they invested their time into people, places, or things that didn't matter or it didn't get them anywhere. And now they are seeing you really take off with this Chariot and the Fool card. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is someone is really mad at themselves. Someone here, I'm getting this energy that they're irritated with themselves, that they chose not to like take a chance on you. Okay, so this person, I just heard they could have judged a book by its cover. Okay, they didn't stick around long enough to see like the potential of your connection, and someone really regrets that. That's a word around town about you guys. Yeah, we have the King of Swords. Someone regrets being harsh. So someone could have ghosted you with this King of Swords. They could have abruptly cut you off, and this is the person talking about you, and they're talking about how they judged too soon. They were too quick to judge, and they did you dirty, and now they need your help. I just heard. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is there could even be people making fun of this person a bit, because when you were in their life, I feel like they glossed over you. Okay, they didn't want to invest into anything serious with you, and they cut you off. However, before they cut you off, or when they did, this individual is saying that they didn't realize that in the future they would need you. They didn't think that would be the case. So that's why this person is kicking themselves now. That's a word around town about you guys, because now I feel as though you're guarded. Your heart is guarded here with this sticker. It's like there's a cage around your heart, okay? And not in general, probably just to this person or a few select people, right? But the word around town about you guys is that you're fulfilled. Yeah, as I say that, the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, the word around town about you guys is that you're doing better after this King of Swords energy cut you off, or after you cut this Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini off. They don't have to be that sign, but it very well could be. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and get another deck. The word around town about you guys is someone here feels as though you're punishing them. So even if that's not true, that could just be what this King of Swords person is saying about you. Okay, you could have went no contact with this individual for a very valid reason, to protect yourself and your well-being, and they very well could just be in a mindset where they are not able to take accountability, so they are escaping it by saying that it's crazy. I just got this flipped thing where this person could actually be saying that you're the one who's harsh. Okay, so this could very well be someone who cut you off, right, abruptly. They could have left you in the dust. They could have left you behind, and that's weird. So this person, with reflection here and this imagery, there's like two sides. This is someone here who tells a group of people around town that they were the ones who were harsh when they cut you off, but then they tell a separate group of people that you guys are the ones who are harsh for cutting them off, but I don't think you guys cut them off, or if you did, it's like if you could have either cut them off, or if they cut you off, you simply just moved on with your life. And it's like this person has two different stories, or this person has two sides to them. So very interesting. It's interesting also when I think about like where the word narcissist derives from. It's from narcissus, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's basically where narcissism stems from. I think it's like a Greek mythology story. And Narcissus is staring, or whatever the gentleman's name was staring at himself in his reflection. So that could be this person. And I'm not going to label anyone because I know that's like a trendy word, and it shouldn't be, because there's people who suffer real damage from those individuals. But that's kind of what this person is giving me, all right? And I just heard, can we stop talking about it? Can we stop talking about her or him? So there could be someone here within this group of people who is getting irritated about this King of Swords constant conversation about you. Yeah, we have message of concern. The word around town about you guys is people are saying you have someone here all up in their head, okay? You have someone here who cannot stop talking about you. They can't stop bringing up your name with this King of Swords. And we have poverty, message of concern and poverty. The word around town about you guys is someone here is struggling by the loss of you. This could even be a boss, or yeah, this, for some of you, this could be a workplace. You guys could have left. I just heard I'm not even putting in my 2 weeks notice. Okay, so you could have just left a job here, and you have people who don't know how to operate properly without you. Okay, or people feel lost because you have a very I just heard strong head on your shoulders. That's the word around town about you guys, and this Chariot and the Seven of Coins energy. Okay, it's like you guys have a good head on your shoulders, but you're also open to adventure and new opportunity with this Fool card. And this King of Swords energy is upset that you have kind of taken the reins on your own life, okay? And they're reflecting about how you no longer reach out to them, or you no longer give them love, okay? It's not the same as it used to be. And the word around town about you is that you have this individual very concerned, okay? This person feels like they are struggling. Maybe this is someone who, I just heard, they borrowed money from you, or you lent this person money, or maybe you just gave to them out of the kindness of your heart, and you could have cut this person off, okay? Some of you guys could have been taking care of someone financially, I'm getting, and you could have cut them off, and now this person is concerned because in this card they're holding a paper. This could even be a receipt or a bill, okay? So maybe someone here is used to you taking care of them financially, or maybe just buying them a snack, hell, I don't know, like every now and then, and this person feels like malnourished, or they just feel like they are not as well off as they used to be, okay, because you are no longer in their life. Or it's like people can say the word around town about you is that you are holding back right now, like you're being stubborn, or I heard frugal. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is that you could be frugal about your money. And then we have wealthy man. So you could be a man watching this pile, and the word around town about you guys is that you have really got your money up with the 7 of coins and you're not sharing with these people. So there could be people who feel as though they are being blocked from your blessings, which is crazy because I mean, they're your blessings, pile number 2, right? So why are other people just going to freely receive that, especially if they didn't contribute? But let's see here. Let's go ahead and get a song for you guys and see what else we can get for the word of the town about you guys. What is the word around town about pile number 2? Okay, so we have Here Without You by Three Doors Down. Yeah, someone here feels like you left them behind. So the word around town about you is that you cut someone off, or you cut a group of people off, and they are now, I just heard, sorely mistaken. Okay, so these people, they could have really tested you, they could have really tried you, poked and prodded the bear so much where you finally just snapped, or maybe you disappeared on these people. Okay, or you stopped giving to these people, you stopped being open with them, you started to become very surface level with these individuals. I'm getting this gray rock type of energy, where that's a psychological term where you just keep your conversations with people who are difficult to deal with surface level. So you talk about the weather, just things that don't go that deep, so you don't give that person anything to go off of, to twist in some sort of way to their benefit, to manipulate you. So the word around town about you guys is that there is someone here who feels really lost now that you're gone. Someone who didn't treat you correctly when you were around is now suffering because you have left. That's word around town about you guys. And we also have Angel by the Weekend. So this could definitely be a previous romantic partner or an ex. But someone here is reflecting on, I just heard, how good it was maybe when you were first together or when you originally met. The word around town about you guys is someone here is reflecting on how maybe breaking your heart broke theirs even worse. Because I'm picking up on the lyric from Angel where he says, I know you'll probably never take me back, and I know that, or you'll probably never take me back, and I know this. Okay, so something's set in stone here. That's a word around town about you guys, is that the breakup is official, or if this isn't a romantic partner, you leaving your job, like that's official that you quit, or it's official that you went no contact with a family system or a friend group, whatever it may be for you. Please just take what resonates or fits into your story. But the word around town about you guys is that you are solid within your decision. Okay, I also heard you're valid within your decision to move on. And someone here, I just heard, I respect it, but I'm still upset by it. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is that it's almost as though this King of Swords person, they're like obsessed with talking about you. So maybe that's why uh, they're having a hard time moving on. So the word around town about you guys is someone here is having a really difficult time moving on from you. It's like, I heard they respect your decision to move on, but they're not exactly sure how to get over you. Okay, I'm picking up on the song by Neck Deep. It's called December, so that could be significant. You could be born in December, or this person could be, that month could be significant. But in the song, it says, I came out grieving, barely breathing, and you came out all right. So someone can feel like it wasn't even here. Like if there was a breakup, like the heartbreak they experienced, they feel as though was very, they feel like it was more difficult compared to yours. Okay. Even though I'm kind of getting this energy with the King of Swords, this is the person who caused you a lot of harm. But so the word around town about you guys is that there's someone here low-key still like obsessed with you, even though you could have broke it off. Yeah, we have photographs. So the word around town about you guys is someone here could be staring at your photos, wishing, wanting, sulking, crying. Okay. But okay, pile number 2. That is what. Oh, actually, no. Hold on. I just realized I need to get zodiac signs. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see here. Let's get some zodiac signs. This can serve as a confirmation. Let's see. Can we get some zodiac signs for pile number 2? Okay, so we have Sagittarius. Yes. Cannot make it up. Someone here could be a Sagittarius. Okay, we also have Aries. Oops. Okay, let's get one more. Okay, and we have Scorpio. Okay, so you could be any of these signs. It doesn't have to just be your big 3. You could have any of these placements. But okay, pile number 2, that is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that reading and it resonated with you guys. I will see you in my next post. Hey, pile number 3, what's up? Welcome if you chose the anxiety card with the sunglasses and the letter tile O. We are going to see what the talk around town is about you guys. So the talk could be around you guys being anxious. Okay, maybe you are, I heard, covering up or you're hiding because of the sunglasses. And then with the letter tile O here, the word around town about you, I just heard it could be you're kind of shocking people. Okay, because I heard I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, so that's a word around town about you guys. Maybe you are scared or anxious when it comes to some area of your life, but people are saying that you're doing it scared. Okay, so I guess they're saying too that that's a good thing because your resilience is being highlighted here, even though, let's say you have a job and it's like very stressful to you, but you're someone, you continue to show up every day and still do it. I feel like the talk around the town is about that. Okay, it's about you guys persevering through your fears and you're determined to keep moving forward no matter how scary something might be. Okay, that's a word around town about you guys, is that you have tried something new, and even though you were scared or are scared, you're still going after it. Okay, someone's name could be Olivia. I also got the name Jeffrey, which I know that doesn't have to do with the letter tile O, but it came through, so that could resonate for some of you guys. But the word around town about you is that people feel like they haven't even scratched the surface when it has come to you, pile number 3. Okay, that's just what I heard because I have the need to like get that off of the card. Okay, so people can think you're a very in-depth individual. Okay, you're like an onion, you have many layers, and once you peel back the first layer, there are many more to come. So that's a word around town about you guys. Oh yeah, I just realized onion starts with the letter O, and we have O here. Okay, so someone could have recently just ate a meal that had onions in it or something of that sort. This is the thing. A lot of people think that there's more to the story when it comes to you. That's a word around town about you. Because on the outside, I feel like you could be slightly anxious. You might move really fast, like when people see you walk by or something, I'm picking up on. But you're also kind of stylish. I'm picking up on that, kind of. I feel like you are very stylish with these hot pink heart sunglasses. Whoa, did you just hear my voice crack? But yeah, there's like something underneath that people feel as though they have to get past, because all you're really letting people see is, I'm getting like, all you're letting people see is what's going on the outside. Yeah, outside with the letter tile O. People aren't really sure what's going on the inside, but they feel like it's a completely different person. Okay, so what you present on the outside, this kind of anxious, fast moving, nervous person, the word around town about you is that on the inside, you're the complete opposite or something. Yeah, opposite with O. But let's see here, because this energy is kind of interesting. I'm trying to pick up on it as much as I can, but let's see here. What is the word around town about pile number 3, please? What is the word around town about pile number 3? Someone here could work at like an auto shop. Someone works on cars, or someone works at like a car store place. That's just probably for one of you guys. Or someone could be really into cars. The word around town about you is maybe you guys, you've had anxiety about a car, okay? That could be the talk of the town. Or maybe you guys just got a new car or you got a car fixed. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. It's interesting because these colors almost match perfectly. Yeah, people feel like you have two sides. So you could be a Gemini, or some of you guys could have a Gemini moon. But the word around town about you guys is that people aren't sure which version they are going to get. Okay, they're not sure if they are going to get a calm, cool, collected pile number 3, or if they are going to get an anxious, scared pile number 3. Okay, so um, you definitely have two sides here, which is leading me to believe that you might be a Gemini or you have heavy Gemini placements, because in the beginning of the reading too, I was picking up that you have this outside persona or maybe even this facade that you guys put on, but that's not actually who you are, okay? And the word around town about you guys is that, again, don't take this if it doesn't resonate, because this one feels a bit more on the low vibrational side compared to pile number 1 and pile number 2. Because again, this doesn't have to be your truth or the truth at all. It's just what people are saying, right? But people could be saying here that you're wishy-washy, that you're indecisive, definitely going off of this anxious energy, that you guys don't, I just heard you don't follow through. For some of you guys, I heard you don't pick up the phone. Okay, so there could be people here who, yeah, they're judging you for sure with this Eight of Swords and the Hierophant. But I'm picking up on that one song by Miley Cyrus, Forget the Haters because God loves you, or what does she say? Fuck, I can't remember the lyric, but basically she says something like, only God can judge you, right? Or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know who these people are or who they think they are, but there's individuals here who are, maybe this is like a higher up, okay, for like a job, or it simply could just be an acquaintance, a colleague, or just someone around town. I just heard someone around the block, okay? So this could be someone who is saying that you are not sure what you want, you're not clear, you're not concise, and you're kind of all over the place because, yeah, that's just what I heard. But the word around town about you guys is that you're not sure what. This is interesting because the word around town about you guys is that you're not sure what you want and you're not sure what you're doing, but I feel like you guys have this plan with you being the star energy. Okay, and my AC just kicked on, and I feel like that's confirmation. Yeah, with the star card and the 9 of Wands, I feel like you guys have been hiding yourself from this group of people. Or you guys have just been, I just heard securing the bag. Okay, it's like you've been doing something in the background here where you haven't showed people what you're doing or what you're creating with this 9 of Wands. So the word around town about you guys is that people are really trying to figure out what you have going on with this 2 of Wands. Okay, someone here might have 2 phones. I don't know, I just heard that someone could have 2 phones. So I was picking up on that song by Kevin Gates, but you could definitely have something in your life going on the side that a lot of people aren't aware of. Maybe this is a startup or something new that you're doing in this star energy. Okay, you're creating. So the word around town about you is that you have guarded a project, or you have just guarded yourself from individuals. Okay, and the word around town about you is that you are, it's interesting, these people are anxious to connect with you. However, I feel like you might just be anxious in general. Okay, that's the word around town about you guys. Someone or people could be talking about wanting to get together with you in the star energy, but they feel blocked. Okay, you could have actually blocked certain people's phone numbers or social media pages because we have the 2 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So the word around town about you is that people feel like they're blocked and they're not sure how to reach you. I think there was kind of a similar message in pile number 1, I believe, or it might have been pile number 2, but the word around town about you guys is that I just heard everything is not what it seems. Okay, so that was the theme song from Wizards of Waverly Place. Yeah, you're really not what it seems, okay? You are not what first meets the eye, I heard. Because you might come off as this anxious person who is kind of, I heard, on the run, or you're just not really interested in engaging with this community. I feel like that's what people notice when they first see you. However, um like deep down, you're not truly this anxious person, okay? I actually feel like you shine with the star energy, but maybe you block yourself out. It's like the word around town about you is that people think that you like being seen, but then part of you also doesn't like being seen. Okay, so people aren't sure like what person they are going to get. They're not sure what pile number 3 they're going to get. That's a message that's kind of coming through again. Okay, yes, and we have the moon coming out. So this was the card that came out in pile number 2 or pile number 1, where I was talking about people aren't really sure what you have going on. So thank you, Spirit. This just confirms the same thing. You guys might be connected to that pile where the moon came out, but the word around town about you guys is you're not really sharing yourself with people. The word around town about you is that you are blocked off during this time and you are protecting yourself, or you are protecting your work. It's interesting because the word around town about you guys is people, I guess, don't really understand why you are hiding yourself or you're not showing out more, because people think that you're very beautiful and talented, and people it's almost like I'm getting the game of telephone. Since you're around so little, people kind of just have to go off of what they heard from someone else, okay? Because it's almost as like people are blocked from having direct contact with you here. Pile number 3, that's a word around town about you. So I kind of got this energy, I believe, in the reading where the moon card came out, but people could be grasping at straws right now, trying to come up with anything substantial that they can talk about regarding you, because maybe there's just like not a lot on the table with you guys. Yeah, I just heard you give people a run for their money too. Okay, so even if you are this naturally anxious person, I just heard don't try me or don't second guess me with this star energy and this 9 of Wands. Like I feel like you guys are like fierce protectors. So maybe if you guys have a family, you're a fierce protector of that, or you're just a protector of yourself and your work, your creations, or your art. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get another deck and see what else the word around town is about you guys. What else is the word around town about pile number 3, please? What else is the word around town about pile number 3? Okay, we have unexpected income. So this could be in regards to your finances. I was picking up that some of you guys might have just started something new. The word around town about you guys is that you have an influx of money coming your way. So maybe that's why you're protecting yourself with this 9 of Wands, and people are saying that the reason why you have kind of went silent on them or you are protecting yourself from them is because you are protecting your wealth and your assets. Okay, so yeah, and we also have change. So the word around town about you guys, I just heard maybe your tax bracket changed or something like that. Again, only for some of you guys, but with the star and change here, something people are talking about your career or your finances or how that has taken off from you guys, and maybe money was something you guys were insecure about before. I heard maybe you couldn't keep a job, or yeah, with that energy from the beginning of not being clear or concise, or people are saying that you are like wishy-washy. The word around town about you is that that is actually not who you are at all. Again, going off of this kind of Gemini energy, right? Where people were first saying that you're anxious, you don't know what you want, you're indecisive, you never get anything done. But now people are saying that you have changed and now you are really on top of things and you are good at protecting yourself and protecting what's yours, and you were also good at using your discernment and knowing what information to share with people with the moon card. Maybe in the past you were really open about what you were doing to gain your income, right? Or what you were doing for work, or it doesn't even have to be a career, it could just be what you're doing in life in general. And I'm getting this energy that the word around town about you is that you guys have learned to kind of like be quiet and move in silence, basically, is the energy I'm getting with unexpected income and change. The word around town about you guys is that you have been moving in silence and it's suiting you really well with the star energy. But let's see here. I wanted to get some songs for you guys. So, Spirit, for pile number 3, can we get a song, please, for what is the word around town about them? What is the word around town about pile number 3? What is the word around town about pile number 3? Okay, we have Closer by Neo. Oh my gosh, you guys, I absolutely love this song. But right in the beginning, he says, "Turn the lights off in this place, and she shines just like a star." Wow. Okay, so that makes complete sense for the star card coming out. The talk around town about you guys is that you're a star and you might not even know this, okay? Or you could potentially know this, but people could be viewing you in your community as the one who I heard made it out, okay? The one who is doing something substantial or significant with their time. I just heard people are saying here that your hard work is paying off. That's a word around town about you. But with Closer by Neo, a lot of people right now want to see what it is that you have going on. They want to be closer to you. Okay, the word around town about you is that, again, you're the star. You don't even know it. Yeah, people feel like no matter what, they just can't stop because they are just so drawn to you. Okay, people are very pulled into you. That is a word around town about you guys, is that you're very mysterious, but also you're not completely hidden in the star energy. I'm getting that it's like you guys like wish to be known and you want to be known, but at the same time you don't want that. Okay, so that's the word around town about you guys, is that you love shining like this star you are. However, you're also a very reserved individual with this 9 of Wands. Okay, the word around town about you is that you guys have so much star power. That is why you protect yourself. Okay, I kind of feel like the full scope of the message is coming through now. But with anxiety, the word around town about you guys is that I just heard you could be too hot to handle, or you could have even faced uncomfortable situations what that made you anxious because a lot of people were viewing you in the star energy and they were acting upon that. Okay, I just heard like unwanted advances. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is maybe you are, you're still the star energy by just simply existing, but people are saying that you now have anxiety or you're anxious going out or putting yourself out there because you have had experiences with people where they were just, I heard, creepy. Okay, so the word around town about you is that maybe you would put yourself out there more, but there's a lot of creepy people out there. Okay, and maybe that's what you hide yourself from. That's a word around town about you guys. Can we get another song for pile number 3? Can we get another song for pile number 3? Okay, yeah, we have Like That by Doja Cat. So the word around town about you, pile number 2, nonetheless, is that you guys have it going on. Okay, people want to be closer to you. I just heard you could smell really good. So the word around town about you guys is that you really have it going on. However, maybe because of previous experiences, you're not as open to putting yourself out there, I heard, into the public, because I'm seeing someone here being you guys simply existing, maybe having on your outfit, and then people are just approaching you and they're being weird and creepy and obsessive, because I just heard Why You So Obsessed With Me, okay, by Mariah Carey, so that song could be significant here too. But the word around town about you guys is that people easily get obsessed with you and they want to know what you're going on, so that can cause you to be anxious and kind of go back into your shell. But let's see here. Yeah, look at that. We have Miss Independent by Neo. So we have 2 Neo songs coming out. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love him. It's funny. My mom actually, they went to the same high school. Not at the same time. I'm pretty sure my mom was like probably like 10 or 15 years older than Neo. But yes, they did go to the same high school, which I always think is so funny. But I love Neo. But let's see here, you guys. Neo could be significant to you guys somehow too. You might really like his music, but let's see. Let's get some zodiac signs for pile number 3. Okay, so we have Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn or have any of these placements. We also have Taurus. Okay, so someone here could definitely be an earth sign. Let's see if we have any air signs come out, because I was definitely picking up that someone here could be a Gemini. Okay, we have Libra. So you could be any of these signs. Again, it can be in any placement of your chart. It just doesn't have to be your big 3. And then we also have Aquarius at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so another air sign. But okay, pile number 3, that is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that and it resonated. I will see you guys in my next post. Hey pile 4, what's up? Welcome to your reading. If you chose the death card with the letter in the envelope and then also the letter tile T, we are going to see what the word around town is about you guys. So the word around town is that you guys have recently ended a situation, okay? You have recently said no to someone or something. So this could be a person or a opportunity. The word around town about you guys is that you have seen the truth of a situation, and now that you have deaded that experience, person, place, or thing, you are now open to receiving new. Okay, that is a word around town about you guys. I just heard fresh. Okay, so people can be talking about how you look more, I just heard awake or alive. So with death, you guys could have recently cut out something from your life, whether it was a person, a pattern, or a place. And people are saying that it looks good on you. Okay, people are saying that since you have left behind a person, place, or thing, people can tell that you are open to new experiences. Okay, that's a talk around town about you guys. The talk around town about you guys too is that you are not open to rebuilding bonds with people you didn't break in the first place. Okay, that's what I heard. The talk around town about you guys is that you are no longer interested in maybe discussing different people or things with individuals you once did before. Okay, because with T here, I'm thinking about truth. So the word around town about you guys is that you are not interested in living in the past or talking about the past. Okay, the word around town about you guys is that you are very open in the present to new experiences that might come your way. But let's see here, let's go get some tarot cards and see what else comes out for you guys for the word around town. Let's see, what is the word around town about my pile number 4s, please? What is the word around town about pile number 4? The word around town about you guys is you are not the person that these individuals talking about you once knew. Okay, it's like you are hard to reach, but you're accepting new invites or you're accepting new invitations. Okay, something here about you guys, you have closed out a cycle from your past where you are no longer accepting the things you once did. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Cups coming out. Yeah, the word around town about you guys is that you have walked away and you're not looking back. So this energy was kind of prevalent in all of the piles. But for you guys, with death and the 8 of Cups, the word around town about you guys is you have absolutely no interest in reconnecting with people who disrespected you or they didn't appreciate you. Okay, the word around town about you guys is you now have your back turned towards these people and you are headed off to meet some new people, or you are headed off to engage in new experiences and opportunities. Let's see what else for the word around town about my pile number 4s, please. You're very direct. Okay, that's the word around town about you guys. I heard blunt. Okay, so yeah, you're kind of just saying it how it is. Okay, you're telling people how you feel. I just heard it is what it is. Okay, what else is the word around town about my pile number 4s? What else is a word around town? I just heard the name Tanya or Tony. I also heard Natasha, even though that doesn't start with the letter T. Honestly, the word around town about you is that during this time you're minding your business. Okay, I just heard you're minding your P's and your Q's. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords coming out in the reverse. Yeah, so the word around town about you guys is there was a person, place, or thing in your life that was low vibrational with the Seven of Swords energy. And it was something here that could have held you back from achieving your goals or moving forward in your life. So, the talk around town about you guys is now that you have left behind whatever this low vibrational thing was in your life, it's showing. It's showing some of you guys, you could be glowing right now. Okay, that's the talk around town about you guys is that you just look better. Okay, something about you guys could have broken up with someone, you left a job, or yeah, you guys left something here, but it's very noticeable to people that you look better now. Okay, the word around town about you guys as well is that you don't put up with anyone's BS. Okay, the word around town about you guys is that people are saying that you know what you're dealing with, like you have a strong intuition with this cup energy, and as soon as you realize that it is harming you and not benefiting you, that is when you pick up your stuff and leave. Okay, so the word around town about you guys is that you're consistently always choosing yourself. Confirmation. The word around town about you guys is that not only are you consistently choosing yourself, you are consistently working on yourself and transforming with this death energy. So you could be a Scorpio. I also just heard the name Talia or Talia, maybe even Natalia, because I did hear Natasha. The word around town about you guys is that, ooh, deceptive people hate to see you coming. Okay, pile number 4, because I feel as though you're that type of energy where you can put people in their place, not by tearing them down, but simply by stating facts and evidence, right? So I just heard the talk around town about you guys is that people don't want to mess with you. Okay, because with this death energy, you could be giving kind of this detective, right? So before people cross you, the word around town about you is that people don't want to cross you, basically. I just heard, okay, because you can be doing your own detective work, or I'm just seeing someone say something to you that is false, and then you walk back to your 800 million files here, okay, and you pull the piece of evidence that proves this person is wrong, this person is lying, this person is a fraud or a manipulator, in the Seven of Swords in reverse energy. Okay, so the word around town about you is that people don't really want to try you, okay, because people can feel like you have dirt on them, pile number 4, and they don't want you to expose them. That's a word around town about you. I just heard tread lightly. Yeah, definitely with the T here. The word around town about you is that people need to tread lightly around you because you know the truth, okay, and it would be really easy for you to expose certain people. However, I don't think that's the energy you guys are in. You weren't banking on exposing someone, right? I kind of feel like you're just minding your business here. If anything, you're trying to stay away from these people. But that's a good thing too, because you can have people right now who are low vibrational who are intentionally avoiding you, okay? What else is the word around town about my pile number 4s? Okay, we have justice. Yeah, that you're not taking anyone's crap. That's a word around town about you guys. The word around town about you as well is that it's so interesting with justice coming out too, because there's a situation that happened where maybe someone tried to defame your character, or someone tried to, I just heard shapeshift, or someone here, what is it, Spirit? They changed a story in regards to you, okay? And it wasn't the truth. And with justice here, this is giving me divine intervention. So the word around town about you guys is that don't mess with you, basically, because not only are you strong enough within yourself to stand up and express your truth to these people or call them out, you also have a whole entire spirit team backing you. But with justice here, the word around town about you guys is this could even be in regards to a legal proceeding. The word around town could be that you guys just won a case, or I just heard beat a case, okay, something about that. But if you guys don't resonate with that about the law or anything, the word around town about you guys regarding this justice energy is you are I just heard you're your own lawyer. You're your own support. It's like, it's funny because even though you are the person who is standing up for yourself, it's almost like a separate entity. There could be this beast that becomes unleashed inside of you when someone is really trying you, right? So that's what this justice energy is kind of making me feel, that the word around town about you guys is you're not the one to be messed with, okay? Because I just heard you're done. And I don't think you're actively showing up in people's lives trying to fact check them or expose them or correct them. Honestly, these people are probably presenting themselves to you, okay? And you kind of just deal with them accordingly. So the word around town about you guys is you have been through a lot in your life with this justice card. So you have no problem, you know, going through these different cycles and experiences with people. You have no problem learning lessons, taking silver linings from your experiences with them and transforming. That's the word around town about you guys, is that you are spiritually evolved. Okay, then we also have the Ace of Cups for the word around town about you guys. You're pouring into yourself, you're loving yourself, you are taking care of the things in your life that truly matter to you, whether that is people, places, things, yourself. People are saying that you have this pure heart of gold, and the talk around town about you guys is that if you left someone's life, people know it had to do with that person, okay? Because you're not just someone who is going to up and leave for no reason, okay? Because people are also saying here that you have longevity and you're an extremely loyal person, definitely with this justice and Ace of Cups energy. So the talk around town about you guys is, if you get up and you walk away from someone or you put someone in your place, people are saying that that individual deserves it, okay? Because it's not like this is something you are constantly banking on doing. It's kind of like these people act in these ways, which causes you to burn the bridge or jet the situation, right? But again, I'm getting this energy that the talk around town about you guys is you are no longer interested in rebuilding these relationships where you feel as though you didn't do anything to contribute to its downfall, okay? And then, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the talk around town about you guys is that you're kind of on the move right now, okay? You're focused on yourself. You're focused on having healthy, unconditional, empathetic, loving connections in your life, okay? But let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on to this deck. What else is the talk around town about my pile number 4s, please? What else is the talk around town about my pile number 4s? Okay, so we have family room. So this could be a family system you guys have recently walked away from, or this could be your family talking about you. Okay, so I know the title of the video is what is the talk around town about you guys, but this could definitely be your family who is discussing this. You could have had a falling out with a family member and you could have left them behind or went no contact with them because they were being malicious or manipulative with the Seven of Swords and reverse energy. Okay, you could have called someone out here and spoke your truth with Justice and the Death card. And yeah, you wrote someone off here, or you could have wrote a whole entire family off with this family room card. But pile number 4, the talk around town about you guys has to do with like your family, I heard, or your immediate family discussing you guys. Someone could also be 21 years old, or someone could be 30. Let's see what else for the talk around town. The talk around town about you, if it isn't your family talking about you guys, you could have recently broke up with a partner, you could have got a divorce, you could have left behind some sort of family system here with this 8 of Cups energy, and people are talking about that. Yeah, we have mature man falling out on the floor in the reverse, or it fell on the floor in the reverse. Okay, so with mature man in the reverse, interesting. If you're a woman, you could have recently left someone you were married to. You could have been married to a man and they were actually very immature, with this mature man being in the reverse. Yeah, I think with Coffin and High Honor, you guys realized that you were way better than whoever this mature man was in the reverse. If this isn't like a man you were married to, it wasn't your husband, this could have been a boyfriend. It could have also been a father, an uncle, some sort of male figure that you guys felt as though they were deceptive and you could have left their life. That's the talk around town about you guys. Maybe the talk around town about you too is that you recently broke up with someone, you divorced someone, and now you are out and you're dating again, which makes sense because with this envelope being open in the beginning, I was picking up that the talk around town about you guys is that you are open to new experiences. Okay, so you could definitely be dating around after a period of your life where you felt as though maybe you were trapped, okay, or you were married to someone. The talk around town about you guys is that you are free, okay? You're feeling lighthearted and fresh, and you're putting yourself out there. You are meeting new people and dating new people, okay? Definitely. With Justice and the Ace of Cups, the talk around town about you guys is maybe you're in a new relationship, or maybe you just got remarried, okay? For some of you guys, you could have got remarried, and that's the talk around town about you, is that you are in a new connection now where you are actually happy, and it shows. But let's see here. I wanted to get a song for you guys and see what comes out. Let's see if we can get any other messages for what the talk around town is about you guys. What else is the talk around town about my pile number 4s, please? What else? Someone here, this is a small message for some of you guys. I just heard that you redid your backyard, or you're doing something new with your backyard. People could be talking about that, okay? So these could be neighbors seeing what you're doing, okay? Okay, and we have I'm Like a Bird by Nelly Furtado. Okay, so the talk around town about you guys is that you're free. Okay, you have freed yourself from the binds or shackles of a person, place, thing, or pattern, okay? And people are saying that with this Eight of Cups energy and I'm Like a Bird, that you guys are truly moving to the beat of your own drum right now. You're focused on yourself. You're focused on being a healthy person and also having healthy connections. Okay, then we also have With Arms Wide Open by Creed. So yeah, that definitely makes sense, because the talk around town about you guys is that you have opened yourself up to new experiences, which definitely makes sense with arms wide open, because people are saying that you now, since you are free, you are able to explore and experience more. But let's see. Let's go ahead and close this off with some zodiac signs for you guys. So this could serve as a confirmation. Okay, so we have Pisces. So you could be a Pisces or have any prominent Pisces placements in your chart. It just doesn't have to be your big 3. Okay, and we also have Gemini. Let's see. Let's get one more zodiac sign. Okay, and we have Scorpio. Okay, pile number 4, that is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading and it resonated with you guys. I will see you in my next post.